Culture, the knowledge and characteristics of a people, encompassing their language, literature, religion, the arts. Put simply, culture is a way of life. Without even thinking consciously about them, these traditions are passed down through each generation, inherited by every following family member. As Mahatma Gandhi once put it, a nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. However, there is one quote a wise woman once said that deeply resonates with me. It goes, "I'm some kind of unrefined banana, yellow on the outside, white on the inside." This quote was made by none other than our queen, Aquafina. The meaning behind this is that I am Asian, Filipino to be exact, but I am heavily, and I mean heavily, Americanized. Some of y'all in the audience might feel the same way. I was born and raised in the States, only visiting the Philippines once in my life, and I would barely even remember a thing because I was just too young. All the schools that I've attended were populated by white kids or other whitewashed Asians. Suffice to say, I never had the opportunity to embrace the heritage of my people. However, another opportunity presented itself in the form of an everyday activity. It's something that you, your friends, and your family can do. It's also something that a really strict parent would also call a time waster. I'll be like Dora the Explorer right now. Can you guess what this is? Give me like 5 seconds to think right now. That's right, it's video games! Alright. Video game culture is a media subculture formed by video games. Well, yeah, no shit. As video games exploded in popularity over time, they had a significant influence on popular culture. Video game culture has also evolved hand in hand with internet culture and the rising popularity of mobile games. Many people who play video games consider themselves gamers, which can mean something from people who enjoy playing games to people who are passionate about them. As video games become more and more social with multiplayer and online capabilities, gamers find themselves in growing social networks. To be completely honest, I've always felt out of place with my native culture. Video games and gaming culture really allowed me to circumvent this entire problem of not fitting in. Anyways, we're not talking about baby games like games on your phone or Fortnite. We're talking about games that put hairs on your chest, like Roblox, or RuneScape, and most notably, imagine yourself on the very precipice of a howling fjord. The biting breeze blows through your unkempt hair. You are a battle-hardened veteran, having seen enough war and bloodshed to last more than a dozen lifetimes. Before you stands the gates of a great underground kingdom. Battered but not beaten, you venture into the blinding white abyss in hopes of finding shelter from this unforgiving storm. Then you get ganked by like a rogue that's like 54 levels higher than you, like, hey, why are you even here? World of Warcraft, or WoW for short, is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, or Warcraft for short. Players have the freedom to explore, fight, and complete quests with one another in jolly cooperation. Or in malicious intent. The reason why I enjoy this game so much is because how tight-knit the player base can be. With shared interests and goals in mind, people from all over the world get to connect with one another, and possibly form bonds and friendships. The diversity in the community is also pretty impressive due to how global this game is, as a multitude of people from all walks of life actively log on. So, whether you are a newbie looking for adventure or a hardened veteran who hasn't taken a shower for like a hot minute, there is a group of people willing to welcome you with open arms. This all pales in comparison to the true reason why I play this game, or even play games to begin with. Despite my parents being born and raised with Filipino traditions and ideals, they are diehard gamers. Both my mom and dad have been playing WoW ever since I was born, so there's no avoiding me catching on to their bad habit. I remember the first time playing with them, like, I was 4, and I made my character a warrior named Maurice. I thought Maurice was such a badass name back then. During the day, they would take me and Maurice all across Azeroth. We'd be slaying all kinds of nasty little beasties. We would like quest together and explore the depths of each dungeon. It was awesome, really. During the night, and the night would come, it would be time for me to go to bed. So my parents, they'd still be up raiding instances with their guildmates. Instead of going to bed, I would try to squeeze my way through between my mom's chair and desk. Then I'd crawl onto her lap, and then like koala hug her, and then slowly fall asleep to the flashing lights of the monitors and the lingering scent of her perfume. As put before, culture is the art and traditions of a collective. It encompasses the knowledge and characteristics of a person. My culture is something I share with the people I hold most near and dear to my heart. This gaming experience has been passed down onto me by my parents, and I hope one day it'll bring the same joy to my kid as they did to me.